Hello, Westford. We have town election results for you this week. We tell you about a town hall landscaping project, and we introduce our new feature called After the Bell. I'm Nancy Burns, and it's time for WestfordCAT News. Before we get started, Westford, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to our free daily publication at WestfordCatNews.org. And if your civic or cultural organization has an event coming up, send the details to news@WestfordCat.org. The town election took place on May 1st with a contested school committee race of 4 candidates for 3 seats. Here's News Director Joyce Polino Crane with the results.
Thanks, Nancy. Newcomer Min Tuen Zen was the top vote getter for a 3-year term on the school committee, the town's only formally contested race this year. The school committee attracted 4 candidates for 3 open seats. They were Alicia Mallon and incumbents Avery Adam and Chris Sanders. Mallon served this past year as an appointee to an unexpired school committee term. She vacated that seat to compete for a 3-year term. Mallon lost the election with 678 votes. Zen won with 968 votes. Sanders got 802, and Adam 700. A last-minute write-in campaign launched by Juliet Mount against Mark Cost for selectman failed. Cost walked away with 900 votes. Preliminary results showed write-ins amounted to 265 votes, with Mount getting 254 of them. Cost will serve for a second 3-year term. The remaining ballot choices involved uncontested races. Joanne Belanger will return to the Board of Health for a 3-year term. Incumbents Marianne Fleckner and Susan Flint will return as library trustees for another 3 years. Darren Wiest was re-elected to a 5-year term on the Planning Board. A 5-year seat on the Housing Authority had no candidates. For a complete rundown on the election results, visit WestfordCatNews.org. Back to you, Nancy.
A 2017 Garden Club fashion show funded a landscaping project in front of Town Hall that was completed on April 26th. Overseen by Weston Nursery's Garden Center of Chelmsford, the project involved the planting of trees, shrubs, and flowers for a total cost of approximately $10,000. A line of granite curbing was also installed. Garden Club co-presidents Jane Glazier and Peg Mullen spent 2 years working on the project. Jody Marchand, founder of the Live for Live Foundation, and several Westford Academy capstone interns were busy putting together Mother's Day gift bags this week for victims of domestic violence. The annual gift-giving project is designed to boost the spirits of women who reside in a local shelter with their children for safety reasons. Here's Marchand.
These are items that are there's your basic items, and then there's the fun, relaxing items that we have to show and have compassion for what these people have been through. And so I'm really happy to say that we were able to complete it, and we'll be delivering it to them next week, right before Mother's Day. I was told to bring a few extra bags because sometimes there'll be victims over the weekend of Mother's Day, and so when they get there, we want to have a special treat for them. Also, I would like to mention that July 15th, we have the annual Ride for Live, Run for Live, which also raises money for victims of domestic violence, and you can look that up on our website, liveforlive.com. And I thank you, and I'd like to say we spent $700 putting these bags together, and that's what Live for Live is all about, is helping victims of domestic violence.
The Live for Live Foundation was created in the aftermath of a horrendous 2010 act of domestic violence. Marchand was critically wounded, and her daughter Olivia, age 17, was shot and killed. To make a donation or to register for the Ride and Run for Live this July, visit liveforlive.com. And now for our feature of the week. The playground at American Legion Field is slated to be named the Audrey A. Cogliano Memorial Playground in a ceremony on May 5th. Audrey and her husband John spent summers at Amnasset Lake with their 4 children and permanently moved to Westford in 1972. Audrey died suddenly at age 77 on April 24, 2013. Shortly after, the family began planning the playground renovation. They added structures that are appropriate for younger children and for those with physical disabilities. The family members, husband John, daughter Helen Lyons of California, sons Jay, Jim, and Herb, all of Westford, and Audrey's sister Grace Sanella of Revere, underwrote the project. Lyons remembers her mother Audrey this way: "She was just such a wonderful person that we wanted to have something to honor her in the town." During her lifetime, Audrey actively contributed to the Home for Little Wanderers and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. In the last few years of her life, she supported the Wounded Warriors Project in honor of her 2 brothers who died while serving their country. There is a scholarship in Audrey's memory that was started a few years ago at Middlesex Community College. Jim Cogliano credited the town's recreation department and commissioners and Westford youth baseball officials with supporting the project. Residents learned that on April 24th, the Westford Farmers Market has been canceled for this growing season. Members of the Board of Sustainable Westford alerted selectmen with a formal statement saying that organic produce is available from other nearby sources. WestfordCAT's Patty Stocker wanted to capture the opinions of residents about this development. So we asked, and here's what they said.
Hi, I'm Patty Stocker here in front of the Westford Whole Foods. They've been a big supporter of the Westford Farmers Market every year. And I'm here asking people how they feel that the Westford Farmers Market will not be returning to the town common this year.
Very disappointed. I love going to the farmers market. I love getting the fresh produce. It's a great atmosphere. I looked forward to going.
I'm very disappointed. I didn't know about it until you just told me. And I was really looking forward to it because we enjoy going there on a Tuesday and there's different vendors coming and the fresh food that you can get. So it's disappointing that it's not going to be anywhere in the neighborhood again. Well, I suppose we'll have to go to Carlisle.
I just like that, the local farmers come and it's all fresh. It's just, I'm sad. I can't believe it. Oh.
For a detailed article on the cancellation of the Westford Farmers Market, visit westfordcatnews.org. WestfordCAT News is launching a new segment this week. After the Bell features clubs and activities available to Westford Academy students after the school day ends. This week we feature the Chess Club, founded by Marcos Acosta and Ishan Bansal. Interviewing them is Westford Academy senior Anthony Camilleri. Here's Acosta.
So this was an idea that co-captain Ishan Bansal and I had for a long time. We realized that there wasn't a chess club at Westford Academy, and we're kind of surprised by that because a lot of the students, it turns out, really enjoyed chess but never thought that there'd be other students who wanted to play. And there's been shown correlations between students who like to play chess and higher academic performance. And so we think that we'd like to foster that and to think about all the things that chess encourages, like thinking ahead, planning, patience. Those are things that we like to encourage here at the club. And it's a lot of fun. I think everybody here can tell you that we like to have a good time playing chess, as lame as it sounds, but really enjoy it, and that's what we love here.
The Chess Club was resurrected this school year by Acosta and Bansal, who realized their passion for the game earlier in their high school years. About 8 or 9 regulars show up each Wednesday in room 107 to play. Each session starts with Acosta and Bansal teaching a strategy or tactic projected from an online source. The group uses both online resources and actual boards and game pieces. Here's Bansal explaining how it works.
So computerized chess is, first of all, the pros of it. It's really convenient because anyone can get an account, and most of these accounts are free, which makes it easily accessible. They're always really good interface. And the awesome thing, why we have computers incorporated into what we do, is because they teach you. you can practice game after game after game, and there's not when there are two people playing, it's a much more realistic and fun experience, which is why we still try to keep that alive. But at the same time, if there is an odd number of people and one person can't play, the computer is a great source to learn. And we actually, for like a half hour at the beginning of every meeting, we have like lessons where we teach something new every day, a new concept, a strategy, an opening, a tactic, an end game, whatever works. And I think that computers are really what help drive what we teach. We base a lot of what we teach on what we learned from these computers. And the board, playing over the board is also really fun. The reason why we try to do that is because it's a much more realistic experience, and really interacting with your opponent while playing gives both of us something to learn. So.
Camilleri is a capstone intern at WestfordCAT. Acosta and Bansal are both juniors. Rex, a 2-year-old Pomeranian mix, needs a home. Here's Patty Stocker with more.
Meet this active little 2-year-old Pomeranian mix named Rex. He's available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's volunteer Roger Logeman with more.
This is Rex. Rex is a 2-year-old Chihuahua Pomeranian mix. He's only been here a short time, since early April. He's really a sweetheart of a dog, very people-oriented and friendly. Rex was surrendered because the folks that had him just couldn't handle him. He would need to go to a home that has some dog-savvy people, can do a little training with him, but he's really a sweet little dog. You have a very handsome face. I wish you would show it. I wish you would show it. Here, come on up here. Atta boy. Can we see your face? That's a good boy. That's a good boy, yeah. So Rex loves his attention. He likes to greet strangers. He's always been very gentle with people and anxious to meet strangers. Aren't you, huh? You're a good boy. He doesn't show any reactivity or difficulty meeting other dogs. Didn't react when he was exposed to cats, so that's a good sign.
Rex is available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. If you'd like to learn more about him, or any of the other pets looking for a new home, or if you'd like to learn how to volunteer, donate, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, visit their website at lowellhumanesociety.org. They're located at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. You can also find them on Facebook. For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stocker.
Rekha Sharma is here to tell you about the benefits of lemon oil.
Hi everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma, back with the new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I'm going to talk about lemon essential oils. Lemon essential oil helps to pacify water and air elements and aggravate the fire element. Using lemon oil in aromatherapy improves mental clarity and concentration. It reduces anxiety, depression, nervous tension, and dizziness. It helps to enhance brightness and cheerfulness. It is a natural air freshener, astringent, antiviral, and excellent for dry skin. Lemon essential oil can be used in aromatherapy or in soaps, body lotions, and creams for benefits. Do not apply lemon essential oil directly or consume orally. If you have any allergies, please contact your PCP before using. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
It looks like we jumped from winter to summer here in the northwest region of Boston. Let's see what weather.com is predicting. WestfordCAT volunteer Betsy Alvarez is here with suggestions for things to do around town.
Thanks, Nancy. The 50th anniversary of the Apple Blossom Festival begins Wednesday, May 9th, with the arrival of the carnival at the Abbott School grounds and continues through Sunday, May 13th. In between, there will be the Apple Blossom Parade and Queen Crowning Ceremony, a fireworks display on Saturday, May 12th, and on Friday, May 11th, the Westford Kiwanis will hold the first ever Apple Blossom Ball at the Abbott School Gym, starting at 7 p.m. with admission at $5 per person. For a full schedule of all events, check westford.org/Kiwanis. The J.V. Fletcher Library is holding an adult coloring class on Thursday, May 17 at 7 p.m. Explore the latest trend in relaxation by participating in this event. The coloring pages are specially designed for adults. Coloring pages and pencils will be provided. No registration is required, and the event is free of charge. Just drop in. The first ever Rotten Bush Community Scavenger Hunt will take place on Saturday, May 19. Meet at St. Mark's Episcopal Church with your group between 6 and 6:45 p.m. The competition begins at 7 p.m. and ends at 9 p.m. with the announcement of the winners and prizes. It is $50 per group to participate, and it includes after-hunt activities and refreshments. A cash bar will be available. This event is for adults age 21 and over. You can register at rottenbush.org. I am Betsy Alvarez, a WestfordCAT volunteer. Back to you, Nancy.
That's it for now, Westford. We leave you with scenes from the Westford Chorus Spring Concert, 100 Years of Vocal Jazz. The event took place this past weekend.
Sunday.